Hello, 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 and welcome to my trading books. We're our books trend here, and today I'll be reviewing How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates. I got influenced by the internet. Um, they played a audiobook clip of this book, and I thought it was pretty funny. So I went to my library and I got the book. I want to start with I am pleasantly surprised by this book. I am a big fan of slasher films. So, me reading this book, it was great. Let's start with a little bit of a recap of this book. We meet our FMC with the starting scene. She's writing a thesis paper for romance and horror slasher films. She's combining those two. And that's the scene before she gets ready to go to a speed dating event. And you sort of get the inkling of this book. I will call this a romance slasher horror book with comedy elements into it. I know it's a lot, but I think the romance element, the romance element of this book and the slasher horror messes quite well. I thought it was very unique, and I would say it's one of my favorite books so far this year. For me, that was a 5-star read because it was a very fast-paced book, never boring moment, and these scenes, it was so well written. I feel that was very vivid in my imagination, and I could see play out in an actual film. So it was a very enjoyable read. The romance side of it, um it was cute. It was, like a sub um genre into the book, and it was very artistically inputted into the book. I thought as well it was a very smart concept to mash those two together. And I would have to say, not everyone enjoys a slasher horror film. So I would imagine reading that in a book might not be for everybody. I was pretty disappointed that Goodreads didn't have a very high rating of this book. The average is 3.7 something stars. To me, it was a 5-star, but a lot of people didn't like the absurdity of the romance and her ogling some of the people there, where they're in the middle of, getting chased and killed off one by one. I didn't mind. I didn't think it took away from the book. But then again, I read pretty unhinged books sometimes, so um, it was alright for me. And it kept me guessing. Like, and I was like, no, it's this person. No, it's this person. No, it's this person. And like towards the end of the book, I was like, I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. Yeah. So I would totally recommend reading this book. If you like romance and if you like slasher horror films, this is a great book, very unique and written. So that's a plus. And I will see you next time for our next review.